Heyo, so we are picking up right where we left off with this cupcake sculpture, and as of right now it is still in multiple parts, but this is just the primed portion, the icing, the wrapper, and then the cherry are all just primed, and I'm going to be starting this off by starting to paint it. And I know I wanted it to be pastel, something cute and cutesy, adorable, and I wanted the wrapper to be blue, the cake to be a yellow cake or vanilla cake, whatever, and the icing to be purple. And then underneath that icing, like where the cake would be, I wanted it to be a darker yellowish brown, and then the inside of the wrapper to be a dark teal to look like a fairy forest. So I went along with mixing my pastels, painting everything together, and I made the icing way too dark at first. It was way too dark. I did not like it at all, so I had to wait for it to dry and essentially waste a chunk of my time, my recording sessions, because I do a little bit in the morning and then a little bit at night because I work. So once the icing was dried, I went back over it with a more pastel purple, which I liked a lot more. And then I did go over the yellow cake too. It was too dark, so I made it a little bit on the pastel-y side. And I think I went over the inside like with that dark blue like 2 more times because I wanted it to be like a darker teal. And I ended up painting the cherry off camera because I could not decide on a color. At first I wanted it to be bright red, and then it was just too red. So then I tried toning it down and it just wasn't working, so I ended up making it pastel pink instead. I also just like holding that cherry was just like such an awkward thing because it's round. So I just kind of let it go, did it off camera. And then once the purple and yellow were redone, eventually gave up on trying to make it all go one night. I decided to go to bed because I have been going to bed between like 1 and 2 in the morning, and I wake up at 8, 9 in the morning for work, and it was just exhausting. But after another day of procrastinating because I was scared I was going to ruin it, my one coworker was throwing away these plastic containers, which technically are available for sale at Walmart if you buy biscuits, cookies, that kind of stuff. So I took 2 containers home because I wanted a plastic sheet to represent the pond. And I just realized I got so far ahead of myself because, before I even did the pond stuff, well, no, I did the pond stuff first. I started by gluing it together, measuring it out roughly, and then I put some of the glass turtle rocks, I call them turtle rocks, or gemstones, whatever, at the bottom. But the circle was painted blue, and I had this folk art blue glitter that kind of dried transparent. So at first, I just mixed a little bit of it. No, first I mixed it with glue and blue, and the glue made it very dull. So I wiped it off, cleaned it up, and then went back over with just the blue paint, let that layer dry, and it was still too light, so I mixed a little bit of blue with the glue to get some texture, and that worked. It wasn't my favorite, but I went back over it again with more blue, so it ended up being kind of dark, and I lost the transparency, but I like it better that way anyway. Plus, you can't really tell that the middle has been hot glued. Hey, even if I recycled a little bit of plastic, I recycled a little bit of plastic because my whole point of this was to make something with Walmart products without spending a crap ton of money. So yeah, I got this, I'm calling it the pond. I got the pond together, put some of the glass stones, as I called them, turtle rocks. My Nana always called them turtle rocks. I don't know why, but I hot glued them in, waited for that to dry, and then the next morning I decided to put the blue circle in. And the blue circle, I had to take it off camera. I could not, for the life of me, get this circle in. I think it took me 45 minutes to get that stupid circle in, and it was pissing me off. But after much trial and error, finally got it, hot glued it in, and then it was time to start assembling the plants. And oh my god, was this not the most terrifying thing on the planet. I took the moss, I just got some preserved reindeer moss that was dyed chartreuse, and spoilers, that dye got everywhere. It was all in between my fingers for like 3 days. It wouldn't come out no matter how much soap and water I used and what kind of soap and water I used. It just happened. But I ended up gluing that on top of the blue circle, which I love the texture of that blue circle. I'm just going to keep talking about it because I don't have that mini build water texture stuff, so I thought the glue would work, but it did a little, but I still like the way it looks, and I think the hot glue details on it make it look more like water. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I lined the moss around it, but I didn't want the entire thing to be moss, so I did put some more turtle rocks at the end, glued them together, and then I took all of my fake flowers, which I'm pretty sure 75% of them were bought at Walmart at some point, because I buy a lot of fake flowers to craft with. If they ever go on clearance, like if they're Halloween bundles, I buy them, because I'll use their petals for something or whatnot, use them to decorate the house. I love my fake flowers. So I'm taking them apart, I'm cutting bits and pieces off, gluing them together, putting it all in one, making it look as much as like a forest scene as possible. And once I got a scenery that I would like, I put some leaves and mini leaf textures and all that on the top of the cupcake, and then I was using these foam winter berries to just add some more color into it, and it looks so freaking good. I absolutely love the way that looked. Then I also just had some loose crystals, like just small ones I think I got from like a geode cracking kit again I got at Walmart. So I glued those in there just to add some sparkle, and I'm showing my partner this and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. But my original idea had butterflies and mushrooms, and I'm like, I'm so tired, I don't want to keep, it was getting to the point where I'm like, it looks so good, I'm scared I'm gonna overwork it. So my partner was like, oh, the butterflies would be so cute, and I'm looking around for a trinket or something, and I don't have any butterfly trinkets except for like this one big one on my wall. So I ended up just making butterflies out of the craft foam that I had bought a couple weeks ago for that project for the plum bob for my friend, also bought at Walmart. So I ended up using those two to make butterflies, and of course they're purple and yellow. Made them glittery, added some black, and then I put purple dots on the yellow one and gold dots on the purple one. I glued them together, put them in, they're on a cute little date, and because it's me and Steph. Okay, I got cut off in the last one, I don't know what happened. Yeah, the butterflies are me and Steph. Of course I had to find a way to make it gay because it was just absolutely adorable. So then the inside was finally done, and I had to set up the sprinkles. And I knew with the sprinkles that I needed to varnish it first, and I did not have enough of my satin varnish, so I went back out to Walmart for work. And then I came home with a bottle of Mod Podge gloss because I wanted it to be glossy. So I put one layer of Mod Podge on because I was getting impatient. Let it dry, heated up my glue gun, which is starting to shit itself. It's starting to suck, but it's fine. So I decided to glue on my sprinkles, which are just these little heart crystals that I'm 75% sure I got at Walmart. I know 90% of this has to be stuff bought at Walmart, but I bought so much stuff from Walmart over the past 26 years of my life. A lot of my trinkets came from there, so I'm hoping that that's fine. Oh well, so I Mod Podged it all together, put the gemstones on, put the cherry on, and Mod Podge that, and it is finally done. So this is the final cupcake. It is so cute, and I totally forgot to talk about the hinging, that I just kind of use a sewing needle to poke it through with some purple colored copper wire all together. It's so freaking cute. I absolutely love the way this came out, and I'm going to be submitting my photos to Walmart to enter this contest, and part of me hopes that I actually win it, but part of me is also like, please no, because I don't want this to go away. So yay, it's so cute. Probably one of the best projects I've done in a long time, and I'm gonna leave it at that because my phone is running out of space. I just realized that's why I got cut off, because it just happened again. So thank you guys so much for watching. Links to everything down below, Instagram and Etsy, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.